This is a PokePress special report. Hi, I'm Stephen Reich here at Top Cut Comics in Rockford, Illinois at one of the Pokemon trading card game, Spring 2012 Battle Roads. I'm here with Kyle Boone, who is one of the participants in the Masters division of today's tournament. And Kyle, you have a deck, it's kind of an interesting thing. It's something you don't see a lot of. It's a metal-based deck. What Pokemon are you using in the deck, and what's the basic strategy?
The main Pokemon that I'm using in this deck are Scizor and Cobalion. The main emphasis is that Special Energy is kind of taken over the metagame, and the fact that Scizor's a Pokebody is prevent all damage done to Scizor by attacks from your opponent who have any kind of Special Energy. It allows Scizor to be really viable. Not only that, you run Cobalion in it as Iron Breaker for 80 damage, and it also prevents your opponent from attacking. So what your opponent ends up having to do is retreat their active Pokemon when you have them stall with Cobalion, and in doing so they end up burning precious energy that Scizor can take advantage of, because when they only have Special Energy left, it allows you to just easily clean up the field. I also run 4 Crushing Hammers in hopes to get rid of all the basic energy. Now, one of the things that happened to me today was I flipped 2 for 16 my last 3 games, which is killer.
All right, yeah, you went 3-3 today, so you had some success and some things just didn't work out. So when things work out okay, what did you do, and how did the deck play out in those games?
What happened in the games that I succeeded, I just did what I just said. I would start with a Smeargle. I also would keep 2 Terrakions to kind of counter the Lightning Darkness metagame. I also ran an interesting card that a lot of people don't use. I only ran 1 copy, which is an Energy Switch, which I could Junk Arm for at any time. To be able to keep Terrakion in my hand and kind of surprise the Lightning Dark guys and throw it down at the last second. My first 2 wins, I kind of rolled through, I think I took 60 damage in those games total. The third game was a close Zekiel's match, but I won 6 prizes and he only took 2. I was a very good player, but I was able to just counter everything he threw at me. And I kind of enforced Mewtwo to have to take basic energy, and when Mewtwo is taking basic energy, he's too slow in this format. So Scizor really doesn't even need to attack, but he needs to be the enforcer on the bench, with Cobalion being your main attacker. In the games I lost, it was devastating, because the first game, I just couldn't draw what I needed. I flipped mini tails with my Crushing Hammers, resulting in a loss, which I was fine with. The next game, there's a popular Kling Klang deck out, and it only runs Special Energy, so that should have been an auto win for me, and I was excited. Instead, I won that. I would face more metagame decks, probably going on to the top cut, but the problem was 2 Scythers were prized. He was able to catch a Scyther early, actually catch 2 Scythers and killed him, and I was able to get 1 back with a Super Rod, but at that point, it was too late in the game, and he was able to very slowly bleed me out. So that's kind of, and then the last game I faced a Rogue deck that was just super, just matched up well against me, and that's going to happen when you start playing lower tier decks. You get crazy combinations of cards that normally you wouldn't see. So obviously I wasn't teched against those, but.
And going forward, if you're going to use this deck again in another tournament, any changes you might make to it to rebalance it, or maybe reduce some of your chances of running into those droughts?
I think having another strong attacker, it's too bad they haven't made a really effective Steel EXs. Kyurem EX and Kyurem are on, somewhat on the rise. I think it's nice to have a Steel guy, but attacking in even something as simple as a Mewtwo would be good to the deck. I'm really in the debate between what's better, the Dual Ball or the Collector. I went Collector this route. It may have slowed me down. I changed my original deck build, which had Skarmory and Sky Arrows. And I used to run a Shaman EX, but I didn't run any of those cards today, and that was when my deck was running the smoothest and consistently beating the CMTs that my friends run. So I might go back to my original build. I kind of switched it up a bit, so I'm a little disappointed with my performance.
All right, well, things didn't go perfectly, but thanks anyway. Love the insight. This has been Stephen Reich from Top Cut Comics in Rockford, Illinois, at one of the Pokemon trading card game, Spring Battle Roads 2012. This has been a PokePress special report.